Every woman has that ability to make something that's just good into great. But it takes her man to encourage her to become the best possible person she can be. It takes her man to believe in her talents. It takes her man to uplift her when her self-esteem is not where it's supposed to be. Sometimes when you don't have the growth and progression in this area of your life vocationally, you may want to consider changing what you're doing. And I don't want to get all religious about this. And I want to share my testimony and my story and my struggles of growth with you. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Welcome to KDC on the Move. I'm Barry Frazier, your host. If you're under the age of 16, make sure that you have consent from your parents to be watching this particular episode. This episode, we're going to be talking about the laws of attraction, okay? There is nothing more natural than for a man to admire the human form of a woman. And sometimes, we get into our thoughts and our patterns of attraction and, seeing if that's something that we're going to take interest in, if she's someone that you're going to take interest in, that we become so obsessed with her body, her form, how she looks, how she smells, the different colors of the female form, the different colors of their hair. All of these things are taken into account when a man is attracted to a woman. But this is the issue. We live in the world of twerking. And believe me, I've seen it, you've seen it, it's on social media, and it's a beautiful art. But at some point, you have to remove yourself from objectifying the woman, from her ability to contort and move her body. What's in her mind? After you have experienced her and you've lived with her, you married her, what takes you beyond her human form, her physicality? Can you continue to live with her? Can you see her worth inside of who she is as being a masterpiece of God? She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's magnificent. She's loving. She smells wonderful. All those things that draw you to her. But once the attraction is over and you're in a pit with this woman and you're invested your life with this woman, what do you do with her? Does she continue to be an object? Or does she become a person that you want to restore and to develop and help her dreams come true? Ask her if she's living her dream. And if she's not, it's your job as a man to help her live her dream. It's easy to objectify a woman because we have great images of pornography in our society, And if I sit up here and say that I haven't experienced that, I'll be lying, because there is no man on earth that have not been influenced by pornography. I don't care if you're the preacher in the pulpit. I don't care if you're the politician in office. I don't care if you're the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. At some point, you have been influenced by our oversexed society. And it affects you. It affects you positively for a little while. But at some point, it turns into guilt and shame because and a lot of people take it to the point of becoming a voyeur. That you can't see a woman as being a human. You can't see a woman as being something that you should cherish. You can't see a woman for her natural intellect. You can't see a woman as being a person that turns something that's average into something extraordinary. Every woman has that ability to make something that's just good into great. But it takes her man to encourage her to become the best possible person she can be. It takes her man to believe in her talents. It takes her man to uplift her when her self-esteem is not where it's supposed to be. It takes her man to take her to a place of self-realization. It takes a man to help a woman understand that she is loved. Time a man separates women into pieces. One moment she's an object. The next moment she is just someone to fulfill your needs. Another moment you want to try to push her to do your bidding. But at what point does she become your rib? At what point does she become your better half? At what point does she become someone that you walk boldly into society and say, this is my queen, this is my lady? This is one of those topics, fellas, gentlemen, that we have to take a hard look at. Because at some point, we're going to have to rebuild our women. They've held us together for so long. They held churches together for so long. They held communities together for so long. It's our turn to carry the load. And we need to stop objectifying them and reducing them, boiling them down to just something to gratify our physical needs. Been there, done that, bought that t-shirt. And any man that's watching this, if you deny that you've been in a place of objectifying a woman, you're lying to yourself. And KDC on the Move is not about men telling each other lies, but challenging each other to tell the truth and to live out our life purpose, to rebuild society. And we need to start with the images that we see and encouraging our women to be our queens. I'm going to lose my player card on this episode, but it's one I'm willing to give up because I have a daughter that I'm responsible for, that I cherish. I have 4 sisters that I'm responsible for, that I cherish. You have a mother, I have a mother that we cherish. And we got to rebuild them because society is beating them up. This is my appeal to you, fellas, and I'm gonna leave you with this. Open your heart and your mind to look beyond the image of a woman's natural form. I know how graceful she is. I know how beautiful her body is. I know how perfectly she's formed. But also see her mind. Also uplift her spirit. Give her something to walk away with every day that she leaves your presence, knowing that she's supported, she's cherished, and she's loved. Fellas, kings create kings. Thank you for tuning in.